This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. 20 of us, that's 20 goons in them. Ice cream whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation. Ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die.
Yeah. 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 Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off. Each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop. Don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. Ay. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull off. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket. No change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby.
Okay, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, as it's called, CenturyLink Field in Seattle. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Chicago Bears and the Seattle Seahawks. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Check nine.
Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. 58, boys. 58. 58. Come on. Watch the out. Watch the out.
On third down, Wilson. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Well, this is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Hey, watch it. Watch it. Hey, watch it.
On 2nd and 7, Trubisky. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. Just one catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the first. Quick pass out to Miller. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. At the 44-yard line.
Lock in. Watch the boot. Check. Check out. 18. Watch twist. Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
Trubisky gives to Cohen. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Ringo. Move. 54, come on. 54, hey, Delta. Block 54. Watch the run.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And he completes it to Cohen. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 32-yard line.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 on the Seahawks' 29-yard line. Let's get it.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Red. SOS.
Now Trubisky. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
54, come on. 54, Haywood.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well. 1st down, a run with Cohen. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the 16, Trubisky. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown, Bears. Allen Robinson there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now it's Wilson. Steps away. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And this one's incomplete. He was trying to get it to LaShawn McCoy, and it's 3rd and short.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Here we go. Lunch 59.
From the shotgun, Wilson looks to throw, fires right side, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They scored a touchdown the last time they had the football, but things going to be a little bit more difficult this time.
Oh, certainly, because where they're starting, the goal isn't even thinking about a touchdown at this point. They're thinking about field position, a couple of first downs in order to give some room for their punter, and maybe flip the field position for their defense.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
18.
Now Trubisky to throw. This is caught by Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. 7 yards there and a first down. So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. This is Cohen. And a nice run to get this up over the 20-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. Trubisky hitting Robinson for a big one. 46 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, it's Trubisky. That is caught by Cohen. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Bruce Irvin. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Trubisky will throw. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, watch 54. Watch.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. The catch made by Miller. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Now it's Trubisky, and he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear them now. 3rd and goal. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Forced out to his left. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. These long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
Well, they started that drive all the way back at the 1, able to march down, get 3.
It was daunting to begin with, wasn't it? But I thought overall, a very poised and efficient drive to get 3 points.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had
a 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the toss, Cohen. Tackle made there by Zach Brown.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Escaping the pressure right. Trying to get it to Tariq Cohen out of the backfield. And it'll bring up third down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Alert! You draw Corker. Check it back.
Here's Trubisky. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
54 Mike. Hey, ball.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. And it's complete. What a catch at the 7. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Here we go. Lock in. Check.
Here's Trubisky to throw, and that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Intended for Anthony Miller. Incomplete. It's 3rd down and goal from the 8-yard line.
In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position, now facing 3rd down. Trubisky to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Pinheiro is good. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup, as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
You better bring it. Alert, alert. Alert, alert. 18, 18. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Shift. Watch the shift. Shift.
Now it's Trubisky. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want none.
Throwing here, Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Wilson. And that is incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Blue. Watch the run. Lock in. Jim.
2nd and 9 now. Flushed out right. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
It was Jaron Reed who got him down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Hey, Zoo. Mike 5-4. Man, I got you.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Trubisky nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long.
Alert. Safety's creeping. Show it.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Flush to his right. Going up top for Miller. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talking about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates its way through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do on the next down.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. This one into the hands of Ginn out wide. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
80 weapons. Hey, 18.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Ted Ginn there to make the grab as the Bears push further out in front. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, well, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go, and that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off.
Yeah, it seems like they've been running uphill all game.
Alpha.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54.
Now Trubisky. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Offense ready to get this drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 2nd and 9, Wilson. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. And the Seahawks on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
On 1st down, Cohen, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Alert. Hey, exit.
Draw play here. Trubisky gives to Cohen. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
18. Shift. Alert 3. Greystone, travel. Alert. Hey, orbit.
On third down, Trubisky. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
Brandon, never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Draw play, Cohen. And an alley to run. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, 34 yards as the Bears push further out in front. He has been an integral part of the offense all season, and now in the playoffs he's carrying it over. Had the touchdown last week in the wild card game. Now his 2nd TD of the playoffs.
Showing some consistency, and that's something that we have to keep in mind about the playoffs, because we often think you have to be spectacular in order to win. I think consistent is what you're looking for. That can get you to the finish line.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
That'll pick up the 1st down for Seattle on a gain of 18. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Dancing, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Khalil Mack in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the scrambler or the...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Banjo.
Again, it's Cohen. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. Finding room inside the 40. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for Chicago.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football. We just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, this game. He wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run on second down with Cohen. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On third down, it's Cohen. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert! You can't block me. Watch twins. Watch twins. Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Joker, 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 joker.
Their coaching staff, they were pretty adamant beginning of the year. Our goal is to get to the Super Bowl. Well, they made it to the playoffs. That's part 1, but